Now we
The
are
stream
live.
is live. Oh my god. Next time I'll keep an eye out for that too, because I didn't even realize it says live in the corner with the timer like that.
Movies with Wade and Malika.
I knew
Movies.
What? What does that mean? Because
Movies with Wade and Malika. Movies.
America.
Movies. Movies with Wade and Malika. Movies. Movies. Movies with Wade and Malika.
All right, watchers of movies. How's it going, everybody? So glad you could join us for this live stream, which is now live. It's officially live. And we have 0 people watching, but that's all right. One of my favorite things about movies with Maliki and Wade is, it's right there in the title. Movies with Maliki and Wade.
Yeah.
If nobody else joins us, that's fine. Because
the title of the show isn't Movies with Maliki and Wade and an audience.
and friends, yeah.
And more people.
Anyway, I love doing this show, watching some great movie recommendations from my buddy Maliki, and I believe he enjoys it much the same. So, October. Well, let's real quick review what we watched. There's a few things I want to say.
Yeah, I think we should let's do a Cliff Notes version of what we just said. So for the audience, we did just air 30 minutes of our show to ourselves before we realized it was not live.
Yeah.
So we're gonna rush through the beginning section of the show a little bit, but we're still gonna talk about everything. Since Wade is chewing his pizza, I will speak first. Last month, Wade recommended 4 movies. Another Simple Favor, The Friend and The Flight of Brian, and The Ballad of Wallace Island. And he said, I'm only allowed to watch The Ballad of Wallace Island. So that's the one I watched. And it was a perfect movie. I was telling Wade how
did you by
perfect it
chance
was.
watch any of the other ones?
I haven't, no.
Oh.
I had a real busy month, and I watched the Wallace Island one last night at midnight. So, but I mean, I have a list of all these movies, and I'm gonna watch all of them eventually. I'm writing them all down.
Holy smokes, we got somebody watching. It is now
wow.
Movies with Maliki and Wade and friends.
Yeah, exciting.
Officially. All right, well, so yeah, you watched. What else was that we wanted to say about The Ballad of Wallace Island? I
think the most important point for me is that it was a movie that made all the right decisions. There was never a point in time where I was like, that's out of character for this thing to work this way. And also that, a lot of American romance type of comedy movies that are like that vibe end in a certain way. And this one didn't end in that way because the relationship that is sort of rekindled throughout the movie, it can't work without ruining people's lives. And there's a point in the movie where you're kind of scared that might happen, but it doesn't. And it sort of ends in a way that's closer to real life. So just a really good movie.
Yeah, I feel like it makes it believable.
Yeah.
When a story is like closer to being believable, it seems like, oh yeah, this could be a true story. This is something that could actually happen in real life.
Well, when I was watching it too, I kept thinking about I think a good example of an American movie that is like the opposite in like theme and tone, but it's set in a similar type of environment is like The Notebook. But The Notebook is like the opposite way, where it's like they separate for all this time and then they come back and they're reunited, and he devoted all of his life to building the house that they were going to live together. But this movie is not like that. It's like, no, he's pregnant, she has a husband, you are a whole different person than when you were with her. It's like it's real. It's like,
Right. So, great movie. The Ballad of Wallace Island. Go check it out. The movie recommendation, well, of the 3 movie recommendations, I had seen Horns before, so I didn't watch that, but I did watch Odd Thomas, and John dies at the end. I want to show this real quick again. Let's see. Let me see if I can do this better. Oh my God. No. Add to stage. You know what? You had to have been there. I just thought it was funny that on Odd Thomas, the similar movies was Horns and John dies at the end.
Yeah, on the IMDb.
Yeah. I do kind of feel like, John dies at the end and Odd Thomas, you could almost infused the two plots in a way where like the sauce was, Odd Thomas's abilities to see Bodax.
It almost like could exist in the same universe. It's at the very least very much a like double feature material.
Yeah, I almost did double feature that, or at least I joked about it. But so, because it was already late. The thing I love about Odd Thomas is it gives you that thing to think about after you watch the movie, where you think it could be real, you could be part of it, like in the Truman Show. After watching that, you think, man, are there cameras watching me? So yeah, I'm just thinking about those Bodax. I hadn't ever heard of. Well, I'm trying to think of like what kind of scary monster they're similar to, but they're kind of their own thing. Because like ghosts are a thing, or a haunted monster, but they were kind of like you could only see them if you had the special powers.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But very unique monster. That was good. Really like that movie. Well, yeah. So let's see. You jump into the recommendations.
Okay.
Talk about
I guess
October.
a similar monster would be one for my first recommendation. So I decided this month to go with a bit of a Halloween type of theme. They're not all horror movies, but they're all like they got like a spooky type of component to them. And the first one I'm recommending is a movie with Frankie Muniz from Malcolm in the Middle, and he is a young adult in it, and it is about a game where if you play it and you die in the game, you die in real life. And I'm pretty sure if you play it and you don't die, you're haunted by the character in the game until you beat it. So like you're kind of trapped in it, in like having to play this game the first time you play it. And it's just a very fun movie. That's probably all I could say without spoiling it, but just very, very early 2000s. I think the most fun part about it is seeing the way the game looks in the movie, because you know how movies, when they have fake games, it's always like it doesn't look quite right. This one is like really heavy on that. And it's killing them.
Frankie Muniz. Did you ever watch Malcolm in the Middle?
Yeah, I've seen the whole show like maybe twice.
Oh yeah, so good. But I always view Frankie Muniz as Malcolm. Like he's more that character. And so I honestly kind of with Hal, dang it, what's his name? Does
Bryan
Breaking
Cranston.
Bad. Bryan Cranston. I'm like, man, dude, that guy he's forever a wacky guy.
Yeah.
Is that weird? Man, because he nailed that character. Anyway, shit. Speaking of the 80s, no, I don't. I think Malcolm in the Middle's later than that. I don't know.
think it aired in 98.
Yeah, okay.
It went to like 2006, I think. It went for a long time.
All right, so imagine this. You get the 80s spandex aerobics. You know, you feeling that? Dancing, high kicking. Then you take Hunger Games, all right? This kind of spectacle of death. And then you get the Terminator, Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger, and you get The Running Man. Fabulous retro future movie about a sort of Hunger Games type of game. And I mean, he makes it out, sure. I mean, that's kind of one of the predictable. It's tricky when you have a movie to make the ending not so predictable. Like,
Right.
he makes it out, obviously.
Yeah, it would be a weird movie if like it was premised on a guy like dying midway through. I mean, maybe good, but. And
I do love a
also
good
shout out
ending
to They Might Be Giants, who does the soundtrack for Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, man, dude, that's such one of the boss's intro songs.
Yeah.
Yes, no, maybe, I don't know.
Can you repeat the
The
question?
question. You're not the boss of me now.
What a good song.
That's one of the intros. There's like some that I never skip. You know, when you're like watching a show and you're like, oh, skip it as soon as you can. Man, Malcolm in the Middle, I never skip that.
Yeah,
No
let
way.
it cast the spell on me.
Yeah. All right. So now your second recommendation.
Okay.
Did I? Oh yeah, The Running Man. And
Yeah.
then your first one was
Stay Alive.
Stay Alive.
Stay Alive.
Okay.
Yeah. And okay, so the next recommendation I have is it's a very good movie. It is very funny, but it's not scary at all. Although the whole premise and the structure of the movie is like a horror movie, where it's like a group of people and they're all being killed off one by one. And of course, this movie is Clue. Like Wade said last time before we had to restart the show, it has like multiple cut endings into it, which makes the ending much more funny than you would even expect. Like, it ends really well, and then it's like, but what if this happened? And what if this happened? What if it was this person? So very cool. It's based off the board game Clue, but it's not like when you base things off of things nowadays, and it's really bad. It was really well done. Probably the funniest old movie I've ever seen, too.
I was just thinking, yeah, you don't see many movies based off of a board game. Well, there was Battleship.
Yeah, but that wasn't good. I didn't watch it, but I assume it wasn't good because it didn't look good.
I was just imagining if... Well, I guess there's kind of a movie based on Operation. But if it was just like more literal, where it's like he's trying to reach in for the wishing bone. And, oh shit!
I almost straight up said Jumanji, but I don't think that board game is real.
Oh, I think I've.
But Jumanji's a good movie.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a. Good...
Based off-
All right. Wait, where were we? You were talking about Clue. Look, we gotta focus.
Yeah, we lost it. We lost the plot here. I think it's your recommendation now.
Yeah. All right. So, another retro future. Now, so I want you to try and figure out my theme. But it's not retro future.
I was about to say, is it retro future?
I wonder if this says... I was looking to see what year it says it takes place, but there's not much in the plot here. I got it pulled up, but like... Oh, here we are. It's 2,274 on the surface, it seems. So wait, is that for the right movie? Okay. Anyway, I just wanted to see because it was just funny how like the Running Man, it was supposed to take place in the future, and it was 2017.
Oh yeah,
But this happens like really far into the future, 200 something years.
that's better. That's a better time gap to make your movie. I don't know why people
Yeah.
don't do that every time. People in the
And,
80s
well-
were so optimistic about how far we would be by now. It's like, we
Yeah.
have cars with batteries in them. That's the only difference.
Yeah. Oh man, that could be a fun week to do like just retro futurist
Yeah.
or like stuff in
Who
the
can do
past and see
most
what.
absurd retro future.
Yeah. But Logan's Run, have you ever seen that?
No, I haven't. I haven't.
Dang.
You're serving up
I'm-
gold today.
Yeah, as you might have. I mean, that's a pretty famous
Is the
one.
secret theme of your pitches running? Is it running?
It couldn't be that simple. No.
No. Too easy.
No, it's a little more than that. But yeah, I mean, I meant to rewatch Logan's Run. I've seen it, but like, I know generally they seem to be living in this utopia. Everything seems fine, but there's like this sacrifice. It's pretty great as far as like visuals go, but I mean, especially because it came out in 1976,
Ooh.
so no like CGI and stuff.
No, that's exciting.
So Logan's Run.
Oh, that's the whole pitch.
Yeah, I mean,
It's 200 years
he's running.
in the future.
He's
And
running. He's trying to get out of this corrupt system.
It's all
Does he make it?
practical effects.
Yeah. Gotta love the retro futuristic special effects.
Okay, well, I mean, it's very mysterious, that one. I might have to watch that one just so I can figure out the plot. But okay, so my last recommendation is probably one of my favorite horror movies. It was my favorite when I was a kid, especially. This is a movie about a ancient evil that is haunting this town of Derryville, and it's kind of like the Baldock. The
Bodaks?
Bodak. Baldock is my wife's ramen brand. That's why I got that mixed up. The Bogans. But because you see it, and then you're the only group of people that see it, and it sort of haunts you after you see it and notice it. It is It the Clown, Pennywise. The Stephen King.
Wait, did you say the movie of this or the title?
It's It. The title is
It. Oh.
Stephen King's It, the old one. So
Yeah. Honestly, I think I saw that, but like as a young kid, and man, I was having nightmares. I was definitely. It might have been one of those things that I wasn't. Cause like, when did that come out?
I would guess late 70s. Let's see how close I was.
Mm-hmm.
Or 84. I don't know. I'm just throwing out random shit now. I think it's really good, though. It has a very gritty feel compared to the new one. The new one feels just really polished. But the old one is like... I don't know. There's something about old movies and like the tenor of like people's voices that like invokes a type of feeling in me that's really useful for horror. And I feel like that's why like The Fly was like really good for me, is because it has like this old movie feel, but it's like, and that only contributes to like the horror of the movie. And Stephen King's It is a lot like that. And as opposed to like if you're familiar with Stephen King movies, they're mostly bad. They're mostly much worse than the books and very corny in nature. But this one, it just strikes a perfect balance where you're never like, okay, come on, that's dumb. I mean, I watched the new Pet Cemetery movie, and it was bad. It was bad.
Did you watch? It recently came out. It was called The Monkey, and it was based off of Stephen King.
I do want to watch that, but I haven't seen that one.
That was going to be one of my recommendations from last month, but I pivoted because of the Ballad of Wallace Island. But yeah, The Monkey, that was a pretty good one.
Yeah,
maybe that could be our little bonus one.
That'll be a bonus. I'll throw that on there.
So Stephen King's It. All right. So my last recommendation, heartwarming movie for the whole family to watch. Did you ever watch well, I guess that gives it away, but did you ever watch Chicken Run?
Yeah, my wife and I were just talking about Chicken Run the other day.
Yeah, but have you seen Chicken Nugget? I mean, Chicken Run, Dawn of the Nugget. It's the sequel.
I haven't seen it.
You have not? Okay. Man, I loved this so much. It's like so creepy, weird. So like basically there's this place where the chickens go, and they found that the best way to make a chicken nugget is like a happy chicken or something. So they have this Funlands paradise for chickens to go, and it's just like this, reminds me of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory sort of whimsical land. And they put on these collars. They're like these prisoners, but it's a paradise. And yeah, it's kind of trying to escape the system, because yeah, they found if there's like no resistance to dying, if you die a happy chicken, then that makes the chicken nugget more tender.
Okay.
That's generally
relaxed when it happens.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's freaky. So there's this whole like paradise place where they're happy and they like supposed to volunteer to die. But they do like a whole James Bond infiltrating the secret base. All these chickens, you know?
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it's great. There's some like...
That might be a fun one to watch with my daughter.
Yeah, for sure. Well, wow, I guess that's our... So I recommended... Well, now did you kind of pick up on my theme?
Is it escaping captivity? Is that it?
Yeah, I mean, kind of along those lines of like running from the system.
Okay.
Escaping.
Right, so it's like The Matrix. Your theme for this month is The Matrix.
Yeah, kind of. The Running Man, Logan's Run, and Chicken Run, Dawn of the Nugget.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah. I really like the first Chicken Run.
Well, so what was yours? Let's see, two of your... Yeah, I guess two of yours were horror, but also based on a game. But so yours was just kind of creepy, scary vibes.
Yeah, I think if there was a common theme for mine, it would be groups of people being murdered one by one, because that's the consistent theme across all of them.
Mm-hmm.
You get a group of characters, and then one, and then the movie's done.
One by one.
Yeah. It's a good Halloween romp.
I thought one that was pretty good that I don't think I recommended was Hell of a Summer. It's kind of like the origins of Halloween, Jason, murderer.
Okay.
But,
What was that called?
yeah.
I'll throw that in the bonus
Hell
one.
of a Summer. It's a good little horror flick.
Yeah, cool. I think we have a pretty good thing going.
All right. Well, you got plenty of recommendations.
Yeah.
I'll update the description so it says the recommendations. I think I still have last episode on my channel. Go check out American Burnout. If you wanna
watch
do a little deep dive into some crazy political nonsense.
very tense political environment.
Yeah. Until then, I don't know. We need like a good end phrase.
We need like a call
Keep
off.
watching. Yeah, I don't know.
Movies.
Movies.
And that was movies with Wade
And Maliki? Wait, but are you?
or that was movies with Maliki.
And Wade. There you go.
And then we end it.
Don't touch that dial. We'll be back next month with another month of movies. All right, we'll think about it. We'll workshop it.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll convene a month from now, having thought of everything by ourselves, and then pitching ideas to each other live again.
Yeah.
Unless we forget to hit the live button.
Oh shit. Okay. All right.